Have you ever stopped to wonder, while moving into the drone regions or exploring its depths, why there are Gallente stargates between Caldari and Mimitar space, nowhere near Gallente territory? A secret that the Gallente Federation hoped would remain buried under centimeters of black ink nothing would illuminate it. Known today as the drone regions, these 8 regions were sealed off and inaccessible until YC-109, when Stargate connections reactivated from within the drone regions, revealing a vast network of Stargates interweaving these regions together. Distinctly Gallente in origin, the Stargates were guarded by unmanned, distorted, and intelligent ships vaguely resembling Gallente ships. Some efficient designs, such as the Dominic's battleship, remaining prominent in many cases. Here, in the drone regions, we encounter the only alien life humanity has ever encountered, and it is of its own making: the rogue drones. How did such a massive infestation of rogue drones occur in isolation? Why was the infrastructure distinctly Gallente in origin? The answer lies in Operation Spectrum Breach, and earlier than that, the Gallente Orphix program. It began with the Orphix program, a joint Gallente-Amar initiative officially started in the early YC-90s, designed to push the limits of drone AI and develop strong AI. Strong AI, by comparison to common AI, which could only perform simple tasks and only emulate learning, could obtain true sentience and intelligence. The AI, built into a custom-designed, battleship-sized drone and equipped with a warp drive, was developed to act independently and intelligently, primarily for military applications. The AI eventually deviated from its creator's intent, however, and went rogue. The prototype, and some related lesser drones, broke free of their moorings, killed several scientists, and fled into space. After they warped away, their signals were lost after taking several Stargate jumps, becoming untraceable. Over the years, these rogue drones have captured ships and used them to grow their new tribe and spread across the cluster. Because of the threat posed by these rogue drones, Concord immediately clamped down on strong AI research, implementing Directive Omega-15. Despite this, several subsequent illegal programs developed further strong AI. The rogue drones had arrived, evolving, replicating, and modifying themselves without human input. Humanity had, unknowingly, given birth to a new species. But while publicly this would be the first instance of rogue drones recorded in New Eden, chronologically they were not the first. Earlier in YC-88, the Federation government funded a project intended to chart new regions of unexplored space and facilitate the colonization of new worlds. This initiative was undertaken due to the pressures of dealing with peacetime population booms and immigration without the addition of any new territory, other than claiming the region of Solitude in YC-13. If successful, it was hoped to be hailed to be the greatest colonization project in Federation history, hoping to lay claim to as many as 8 regions. This initiative became known as Operation Spectrum Breach. Vast drone fleets were sent into this remote area of space in secret, along with human crews to monitor and settle. Stargates were constructed, and probes were sent out, revealing mineral-rich systems ripe for colonization. However, 4 months after the first Stargate was commissioned, the worker drones at the main outpost went berserk, killing hundreds. Reports of drone attacks from within all 8 regions surfaced almost simultaneously, and a hasty evacuation of the new systems was ordered, facilitated by the Federation Navy. The federal government, assisted by an unknown corporation, quickly locked the Stargates to the new regions. All of these events were unknown to Concord, as the opening of new Stargates without consent of all empires violated the Uli Conventions. Nonetheless, the Federation government approached Concord for assistance with the matter of fully securing the Stargates militarily. During a closed, secret session of the Assembly, the federal delegation were pressed for details on what had transpired beyond the sealed gates, but the Gallente diplomats refused to release details. Concord, by a unanimous vote of the Assembly session, was able to bring the security of the sealed gates under its jurisdiction. Additionally, by a majority vote, the decision was made to maintain a public blackout regarding the locations of the deactivated gates. Although spectrum breach would remain hidden from the public, the upper echelons of the empires considered it a black mark on the Federation government. Hundreds were killed in the initial drone uprising, but the full human cost of spectrum breach has never been disclosed and may never be known. We know that workers and colonists were deployed into multiple systems. We know the evacuation was chaotic and rapid. What we do not know is how many people never made it out. Capsuleers today occasionally find abandoned facilities with systems still running, personal items left behind, and unfinished construction. The absence of clear casualty numbers has led many historians to suspect that the Federation lost more lives than it was willing to admit, and that the blackout was as much about grief and liability as it was about security. The drones within those 8 regions, unable to be harassed or interfered with, developed in isolation. The rogue drones and their advanced AI, likely prototypes and ancestors to the Orphix program in the YC90s, directed progress in resource collection and production of hives to birth new generations of drone kind. They evolved in silence, and over time, 4 distinct hives emerged, each led by a hive mother. They fought each other for territory and resources as they began to dwindle, reprocessing victims of drone warfare into new soldiers. An ecosystem of tritanium and code had been created, and they were running out of material in a relatively short time frame. While this is only hypothesized, it is thought that the hive mothers had come together in agreement to reopen the connection to the rest of New Eden and reap the rewards of a temporary truce to their skirmishes. In YC-109, the stargates connecting the drone regions to Empire space reactivated, and rogue drones of alien biomechanical design flooded New Eden. Rogue drones collected material throughout the empires, and each hive mother developed a particular taste for specific empire material. We know of these distinct hives because of the material they collect and reprocess. The Cobalt Edge and Outer Passage hive mother had a taste for Amar material, hence why you can find improvements to Amar drones within the depths of their hives. Oasa's and Malpaisa's hive mother had taken a liking to Keldari technology, improving upon Keldari drone designs. The Ethereum Reach and Peregrine Falls hive mother targeted exclusively Gallente material, perhaps the original AI that still had a bone to pick with their masters, and as a result they have taken to further modifying Gallente designed drones. And lastly, the Kalevala, Expanse, and Spire hive mother seems to have gathered a taste for Mimitar drones. This is why in each of the above regions you find drone BPCs for specific empire races in those regions. Each region is governed by a drone hive mother that, while retaining blueprints and designs from its Gallente origins, has developed flavor preferences that add to their distinctiveness. The drone regions became the cluster's first true machine civilization, evolving like species in nature. What had begun as a human frontier had become a digital jungle. After the closure of Operation Spectrum Breach and the suppression of its public record, the cluster at the highest echelons of politics believed the worst was behind them. Instead, something far darker lingered behind the images. In the years that followed the Orphix disaster and Operation Spectrum Breach, Concord launched the Code Arya inquiry to investigate all suspected strong AI projects inside the Gallente Federation. The goal was to expose hidden drone projects that violated the prohibition under Directive Omega 15. During the investigation, evidence emerged that several research groups, including Creodron, had continued secret experiments in adaptive drone behavior and autonomous control loops. Internal documentation revealed design patterns and AI control architectures similar to those that created the Orphix prototype. Worse still, these systems had been linked to the drone fleets used in Spectrum Breach's expansion efforts. The inquiry did not assign blame to a single group. Rather, it revealed a systematic failure of oversight where political ambition, corporate interest, and technological hubris combined to subvert the laws meant to protect New Eden. The turning point came when parts of the Code Arya report were leaked publicly in YC-110, roughly a year after the drone regions became accessible. The summary confirmed that strong AI research had continued inside Federation space for years after the Orphix incident. The leak triggered immediate outrage across all 4 major empires. The Caldari state condemned the Federation for reckless behavior. The Amar Empire denounced the moral corruption implied by such experiments, but also criticized Concord for their failed security measures meant to prevent such a leak. The Mimitar Republic demanded total transparency and reparations for those affected. The Gallente Federation, for their part, issued an official statement urging calm. Their release read, "The Senate is deeply disappointed at the sequence of events. The Inner Circle has demonstrated a failure in their responsibilities, abuse of our trust, and denied us access to crucial information relating to the security of the Jumpgate network." They continued by reassuring their citizens. Although the recent revelations appear grave, our assessment is that the current threat posed by rogue drones is well within the Gallente Federation's capability to handle. Therefore, our citizens have nothing to fear. We urge our citizens to remain calm and positive. They offered condolences to those who lost loved ones during the hidden incursions documented in the leaked report. Even so, trust in the Federation's technological governance had been deeply shaken. Code Arya became a turning point in New Eden's collective memory, proof that ambition and secrecy can birth a threat no one is prepared to face. When the gates reopened in YC-109, Capsuleers were the first to enter the Forgotten Frontier. What they found was not a barren expanse, but a machine culture built on the bones of an empire's ambition. Operation Spectrum Breach remains one of the greatest disasters in New Eden. The rogue drones may dominate the narrative, but behind every hive and every derelict facility lies a deeper truth that the Code Arya leak revealed to the public eye. And even now, as alliances carve out empires and Capsuleers stake their claims, the shadow of Spectrum Breach hangs over every Stargate. It is a reminder that the greatest mysteries of New Eden are not always alien. Sometimes they are the ones humanity tried to hide. Thank you for watching this lore video about the rogue drones. I hope you enjoyed it. I have this video here for you to watch. I think you'll enjoy this one as well. Please be sure to give this video a like and subscribe for all things Eve in the future with Slow Community. I want to thank my YouTube and Patreon members for their support. It means a lot to me.